It's easy to hate yourself when you've earned it, when you've burned every bridge, poisoned every relationship. Eventually, you look around, see that no one followed you to rock bottom, and think to yourself, yeah, that's about right. I remember my rock bottom very clearly. Broke into some storage units at this place I knew didn't have cameras, hawked everything valuable I could find, scored the junk near a bike path. So, I went down that way to find somewhere quiet. There was a secluded spot a little way off the path, near a stream. So I got off my bike and set my stuff down. I had more than enough for one dose, but not quite enough for two, so I decided on a whim to take it all at once. I knew it could be too much, but the first thought I had when I realized that I was rolling the dice was, screw it, not like anyone's gonna miss me. I was filling the needle when I heard him, that familiar, gravely voice. Now that's the way to go, he said, taking a seat next to me. Blue lips, head spinning, trying to breathe, but you just can't manage to suck in enough air. Nice view, too. I felt no warmth from his presence because he wasn't there. Couldn't be. We'd buried him. But I was a lonely guy, so I responded, knowing I was talking to no one at all. Was it peaceful when you did it? No, he admitted. I had a bad trip. Started barricading the motel room door like I thought something was coming for me. The end, turns out, died face down on the carpet, in a puddle of puke so impressive I might have drowned now that I think about it. We missed you, I said, brave enough to get the words out, but not to look at him. Instead, I looked down at the needle. I was in a bad way, total spiral, so I didn't tell you that, at your funeral. I'm sorry, but it messed everyone up, not just me. He laughed, a moist wheeze that made me shiver. I don't care about that. I'm just here for the end. It's the best part. I just had to get front row seats. What? I asked, turning to look at him in surprise. What stared back at me wasn't the man I knew, but a mass of pale, decayed flesh covered in blue veins. Yeah, he said, smile widening. This is the end. No more pain, just one more hit, and it's over. I dropped the needle and got to my feet. Wait, I don't want this. I saw how hard it was on everyone when you died. I don't want to do that to them. He shook his head. No, a few minutes ago, you didn't even care. You don't want to suffer anymore, right? He picked up the needle and held it to me. Take it, take the hit. The needle called to me from his palm. Even if I did, I wouldn't take all of it now, I lied. I don't want to. We both know that if you start pushing this plunger down, there's no stopping until it's all gone. He laughed again, then smiled playfully. Feel free to try and prove me wrong, though. Maybe you're strong enough, the first junkie in the world capable of practicing restraint. I got back on my bike. No, I can't do it. I won't. He laughed as I rode back to the path. See you at the relapse, then? It's been over a year since then, and I haven't used since. Not yet, at least. Not ever, God willing. It's not easy, but I manage. Been working on repairing some bridges, making up for lost time, and for past mistakes. It's difficult, as it should be. I like to think that I hadn't imagined it. I can't know that, but I can believe. Sometimes I wonder if this is what he wanted. He couldn't save himself, but maybe by reminding me how hard it was when he died, he was able to save his son.